Make no mistake, Libya's rebels are still a reeling, disorganized force. But we're now getting a clearer picture of who they are. People like Mahmoud Jibril, who's got new prominence after meeting with Hillary Clinton.
When did you arrive?
Last night.
Jibril is one of the rebels' chief foreign affairs reps, along with former Libyan economics minister Ali Issawi. Not long ago, Jibril was also one of Muammar Gaddafi's chief economic advisors. A 2009 U.S. diplomatic cable posted on WikiLeaks calls Jibril a serious interlocutor who gets the U.S. perspective.
Mahmoud Jibril, he is very professional. He is graduated from American universities here. And Gaddafi suddenly asked him to come to Libya to join the reform and draft the constitution.
Former Libyan ambassador to the U.S., Ali Al-Jali, knows most of these men. I asked him about one figure who's just now emerging from the shadows, Khalifa Haftar, a former Libyan army colonel who, according to several reports, is now the rebels' top military commander after spending more than 20 years living in Northern Virginia.
Not much is known about him. What can you tell us about Mr. Haftar?
Well, Khalifa Haftar is a very professional military man. He was in charge of the Libyan army where there was a war against Chad in late 80s. And he was arrested by the Chadian, and then when he was arrested, he split from the government.
Analysts say Haftar's experience in that disastrous border war with Chad in the 80s soured him on Gaddafi. The most prominent opposition leader is former Libyan Justice Minister Mustafa Abdul Jalil, who in that position often went against his vengeful boss.
Experts say most of these rebel leaders are well educated, experienced, well connected to the West, all useful attributes right now, but they say they also have some drawbacks which could end up fracturing this group in the future.
Ronald Bruce St. John has met with Saif Gaddafi and has written 7 books on Libya.
I have real concerns that this older group that's tied to the regime or has been outside of the country for a long period of time will be able to relate to the young rebels in Libya and provide effective leadership that the rebels are willing to accept.
Former Libyan ambassador Al-Jali counters that by saying the people who've been away from Libya were always in close touch with what was happening there. Al-Jali, who represents the rebels in Washington, also says the opposition is united in its desire for a unified Libya and the idea that Tripoli should be the capital. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.